Hello. Hey, Thurl. I sent for two. All right. Give me 1 second. um, as soon as I turn my back, I got two people. I'm just like, yo. Then all right. Give me 1 second here. As well as I want to know what the fuck I did to that deck. It's right there. Oh, well, this is the light of my life. Give me a second. Because this shit should have already, and but if I got to, I want the original. Okay, so Nadira, go ahead with any questions, and then Ethereal, you will be after Nadira. Also, Ethereal, since you're new here, please refrain from putting down your questions until I call on you. That's just so I don't confuse your question for anybody else's in the chat. Otherwise than that, you are free to talk amongst the chat. That's all. And give me a second here. All right, so. All right. All right. So on my side, things are ending with Traquan, but I still feel him around. How would he handle it if I told him I was done? I know he'll contact me any day now. This time I have to stand on it. Okay, give me a second. Do I want to use that or I'll use this one? Fuck. And oh, there we go. And I was like, step for one. All right, I was like, you'll be after Ethereal. All right, cool. Okay. All right, to my guys, ancestors, love and protect me, especially to my cards off the top, please. Cards off the top. So for Nadira, how will Traquan handle it if Nadira tells him that she's done, like done? How would he handle it if he were to be told this? Chrysopolis, 2, 3. How many questions does she have? 3. And how would he handle it if she did this? Especially again, how would Traquan handle it if she told him, Nadira told him that she's done, like done. How would he handle this? So please 2, 3. Thanks, you're welcome. All right, how would he handle it? You have here Temperance, 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups. This gives like a what type of feeling. 2 of Wands and Page of Wands. Again, so these 3 cards here, this feels like what? And then these 2 cards down here will talk about why, right? So this is somebody that would try maybe at first to kind of like be emotionally grounded, but they would want to know why. This is talking about rejection. And then you have here 2 Wands and Page of Wands, because maybe he thought that things were kind of good, like a little bit exciting or whatnot. And of course, 2 Wands is taking another direction here. Queen of Cups, that's you, because I know you're a Scorpio. Let's see, 8 of Wands, Death, 8 of Cups. This is somebody that would try to like see why you want to leave them, as they're walking out the door. But they're like, why? Talking about Death, 2, 3. 3 of Wands. This is them trying to see if anything can happen while things are ending. So my 3 wands, 2, 3. Page of Pentacles, like, did I do something type of thing here too? Or is there anything that I can do to fix this? Because Page of Pentacles isn't, that's a peace offering, you know, somebody extending an olive branch, that sort of thing here. To Knight of Cups, 2, 3. I think he'd ask you a series of questions potentially as to why. Like, oh, I thought this was happy, or like, or I thought you understood. Because Knight of Pentacles would talk about having what you want, you know, getting what you want here, but as well as like being selfish. Overall, how would he handle it? So please, 2, 3. I think this is saying, like, again, like he'd basically would be taken aback. He'd feel like this is kind of like unexpected. He would try to see if there's something that he can do to fix it. 6 of Wands, Queen of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. Almost like, why? Like, I thought we had something good going on. That sort of thing here. Now, usually 6 of Wands is like being in your ego and trying to win something here too, like puffing your chest out. But I don't get that feeling from that card. Tell me 6 of Wands, 2, 3. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Maybe even kind of like feeling hurt or asking like, okay, did this hurt you? Did that hurt you? Would he be genuinely taken aback? Like he doesn't know what the hell's going on? Would he? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve for no. Page of Swords. Is that a yes? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve for no here. No. 7 of Wands. Is Page of Swords saying that he would kind of know why? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve for no. Yeah. He kind of would know why. Knight of Pentacles is like something... Oh, I see here. So like stuff that's been happening over time, things that are routine, that sort of thing. So he would be kind of like thinking like, okay, yeah, that would line up with this. Like, okay, was it this? Was it that? That sort of thing here too. Yeah, because 6 of Cups, history, 8 of Pentacles, the Empress. It's like, even though he may feel like he's been putting effort in towards you at times, it's more so the history of things. So yeah. But I don't really get him becoming like hellfire and damnation. I mean, I'll ask. Okay, his ancestors that love affect me. Would he be like hellfire and damnation on his way out? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. 10 of Cups, yeah. This talks about being like very emotional. Yeah, somebody kind of being out of character, being very stressed out. So be careful when you say this. But yeah. What does he... Whew. When does he contact me? What would be his reasoning, since he does have something else? When does he contact you? And I can ask. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Ancestors, level technique, special press the top, please. When would he contact her? Like, there yet? Wait a second here. Okay. All right. Cards at the top, please. Press the top. 3 cards at the top. 3 cards at the top. Tell me in how many days or weeks that he'd contact her. Stop, please. 2, 3. Tell me in how many days or weeks that he would contact her if he does. 2, 3. 3 of Cups. 7 of Wands. I'm sorry, 10 of Wands, and then 8 of Wands. Believe it or not, so Wands can talk about days. In like either a week or a little over a week. This can also talk about like something that's a little sudden, that sort of thing here too. And the 3 of Cups is here. It could also be during the time of like a particular social event, or during a time where maybe you're around other people or he is. That sort of thing here too. And then here's the other thing too. So this is fire. This is, I'm sorry, water to fire here. And this is Sag. If it's not like that, so we're currently in Cancer season, since this is a Cancer placement, and then 10 of Wands is a Sag placement, so it could be anywhere from literally now to maybe the end of the year, depending on how this goes. But I asked, like, you know, days to weeks, so it could either be in over a week or maybe 2 months. So like that. So that being said, let's see here. Okay, the ancestors, I love technique. If Dragonette does contact Nadira within this particular time frame, if he does, cards off the top, please. If he does. What would be his reasoning since he has somebody else? What would be his reasoning to do so if he has somebody else? Stop, please. Just want to fly up. Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more. 2, 3. Stop, please. Stop, please. Tell me more, please, as to why he would. 2, 3. See, Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Knight of Cups, and 6 of Cups is here. Tell me about the Hierophant. 2, 3. Tell me about the Hierophant. 3, please. 7 of Swords. This is the other person right there. Give me a second. Tell me Knight of Cups. 2, 3. No. Tell me about 6 of Cups. 2, 3 here. Ace of Cups. This is either trying to like have something new or renew something here, even though like, yes, there's somebody else. He's potentially in like some sort of commitment with this person, or it would be right of him, like morally right to do right by this individual. And of course, like him, emotionally carrying on with another person here too. It's like to start something new, maybe something physical with this Ace of Wands here. And of course, this is somebody that would cheat or would be going against rules here. Tell me more, stop, please. 2, 3. The Star, 9 of Swords. Oh, I see here. Here's what this could definitely be saying. He would do so to be quote unquote friends, because he does feel maybe some guilt or kind of feels a bit bad for how he left things off. But with some of these surrounding cards like the 7 of Swords, he doesn't really have the best intentions. He's not being honest. Yeah, the Hermit. Almost like I've been thinking about things, you know? Is that what the spread is saying? Patrick Murphy, yes, Snake Perfect now. 7 of Pentacles. Now, is that what all this spread is saying? Like, he would, his reasoning would be to try to like renew something with her, like be friends or whatnot. Maybe for selfish reasons, because he quote unquote feels bad for whatever happened. Positive Perfect, yes, Negative Perfect no. Yes, that's it. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, Ace of Swords is true. So again, all this is saying like he would try to be like friends. Because like, oh, I feel bad about what happened. Let's start over. But it's for selfish reasons and stuff like that. Because if you're with somebody else, what reason do you have to be friends with an ex for? One that you burned, right? Yeah, Ace of Swords, wanting to clear the air, 4 of Cups, the High Priest. Because it's like he knew it was wrong. He knew that, he should have been honest about who was around. Yeah, trying to like see like, can we rebuild? Can we start over? Can we at least, be friends? Can we reinvest in this? But is he really just looking to cheat? Guys, ancestors, I love it. Is he really looking to cheat? Positive Perfect, yes. Negative Perfect, no. The Emperor, yeah, this is taking control. Yeah, because 3 of Wands, Death, Knight. Because I think he might be getting bored of that person or just went with them just because, honestly. So that would be his reasoning. So basically, if he calls, don't, or whatever else you two don't answer. But that's what I see. What's your last one? All right, Fred. He still hasn't contacted me. Why does he continue to think about me? I feel mostly at night. I got you. So let's see here. My guides and ancestors that love and protect me, especially to my Nana Barbara and Archangel Michael. So for Nadira, as far as Fred is concerned, why is he still continuing to think about her even though he's not talking to her, he's not contacting her? Why does he still continue to do this? Stop, please. 2, 3. Excuse me, why? Queen of Wands, 8 of Cups, the Moon, 7 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Because in some way, he still kind of like holds regard to you. Like you appear to him as this Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is a woman that people do want. Somebody that is very attractive, very confident, somebody that stands out, right? As well as you have here this 8 of Cups and the Moon. This can talk about like something that's been unresolved or something that a person is detached from. Oh, wait a minute. What about the moon? 2, 3. Temperance. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? Don't shoot the messenger. Tell me about the emperor. 2, 3. 6 is so. All right, y'all, calm down. Uh, um, how can I say this? I'm gonna just blurt it out. Here's what I think Spirit is saying. This man, not to say that like you're wrong in feeling him with night at times, but the thing is, what they're telling you right now is part of what it is that you're feeling is really just maybe something unresolved with this person. Because I think that they're saying is that like he's actually somebody that's kind of like moved on in a sense, and his energy is still at times. Is that maybe you could be feeling yourself? Is that what you guys are saying? Is that what this part is saying? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. I could be wrong. No. Okay. All right. About to say I could be wrong. I'm like, huh? Is that what part of the spread is saying? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Is it positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no? Yeah. Let me see here. So part of what you're feeling is really just you. The other part of it is him. Now, in terms of like when you do feel this person's energy here, Ethereal, I didn't call on you. Now, what I am saying is that like when you do feel this person's energy, again, there's something here about like, here's what this feels like. Maybe I won't say that he has like anxiety towards you per se, but it's just like something that's kind of like remain untouched or something around that. Something that of course he's had to move on from. Tell me more, like again, like why he, like whenever he does feel him thinking about her, like why, even though he hasn't contacted her. Stop, please. 2, 3. Why Page of Swords? Because he is thinking. 2 of Wands. More so because like he's thinking about like a direction that wasn't taken or what could have been taken. But here's the whole thing. I might be feeling like some resentment. Let me see if I'm correct about that. Am I feeling resentment here from him? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Yeah, like resentment. And I think what it is too is like there's resentment on his end because like things didn't go the way that he wanted them to go. Things didn't take that particular direction. Like he wasn't a man, he wasn't like somebody that dated you at some point, even though he had, feelings. He had to stay on the outside of stuff. And maybe he has some like sharp feelings about that. Tell me more, stop please. 2, 3. Tell me more, stop please. 2, 3 here. Yeah, King of Wands, somebody that's like in their feelings, upset, and Ace of Swords. Somebody Ace of Swords, 2, 3. Tell my 10 of Pentacles, 2, 3 here. 5 of Swords. Pissed that they didn't get their own way and just feeling conflicted. So the times where you do feel his energy, like why does he think of you even though he hasn't contacted you, is because honestly this person's mad that they didn't get a chance with you. They're upset. Like they hold you as that one woman that like it's like almost like an unresolved loop. Like everybody else got to do something but I didn't get to, that sort of shit. Like it bothers him, and weirdly enough he has resentment. And that's just a thing when it comes to a lot of guys and stuff like that too. Like they will resent a woman who did not know that, that woman did not know that that guy had feelings, and they'll resent her because like, oh, nothing got to happen between me and her and shit. But yeah, but that's what I see. It sounds ridiculous, but hey. Thank you. You're welcome. No, where was the other? There it is. It was just typing in send back. You're fine. All right, so Ethereal, I'm gonna do this. Why is my husband Jabbar ignoring me, Neela? Evidently he's being petty, but for what? He's away in army training and we're at a distance, but what the fuck? There's no reason. Uh Here's what I will say. Because my husband, was military and he's about to go back in. If he has not been able to talk to you and he's at training, well, let me ask you, is he a reservist? Is he deployed? Because if what was it? From one thing I know about like reservists, they do go on annual training at least like 2 weeks out of the year. Um, and during certain parts they cannot be on their phone or there's no signal or whatever else here too, or they get very busy. And then it depends on like what they're doing because they can't always tell people back home what they're doing. But I'll ask because he could honestly just be like very busy or whatnot, or they're not allowing him on their phones or whatever. So yeah. Also, there's only like one. So let's see here. Let me ask, Ethereal, are you here? Before I start. Yes, okay. Just making sure. Alright, but let's see. His ancestors. I love protecting his soul for Ether for you. His Instagram following keeps going up, but I can't see who because he won't let me follow his account. Oh. But what the fuck is this behavior I see? I mean, if it's just his following going, oh wait, he won't let you follow. So let me guess, that means his account is private. Okay, and when it's private, you have to accept people's requests to follow. I see. So why? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that one. All right, to my guys and ancestors that love protect me, especially to my nana bourbon architecture Michael. What? I want to use that. There's so many decks I want to use. Oh shit! Fuck. Give me a second. Yes, but he's but he won't talk. Let's see. Alright, to make guys and ancestors that love protect me, especially to my to Michael. Cards at the top, please. Cards at the top. Alright. For Anila. Why is her husband Jabbar, like, why is he not talking to her, like, at all? Why? Why is he not talking to her? Why is he ignoring her? Why? What's the reason for all this? Guys, ancestors that will protect me. Especially Michael. What is the real reason behind this? Please tell me what's up. Stop, please. 2, 3. Alright. 6 of Cups, so that's the past experience. King of Wands is here. 6 of Wands. Justice. 7 of Swords. So, tell my 7 of Swords. 2, 3. 2 of Wands I see here. Here's how I'm interpreting these 3 cards up here, and I'm going to see if I'm right. Here's what it feels like. So, 6 of Cups, King of Wands, and 6 of Wands is here. This is somebody that's gaining attention elsewhere, but it feels like somebody that they feel like they found success in other things here, or they're succeeding. They're maybe like in their ego. So, okay. Here's one thing. So he's Army. So here's what I will say, because I have dated military people in the past. A lot of them, they let that uniform wear them, in the sense of they gain these egos and everything else here too. So the point I'm trying to make is, when they get around their people or whatever the fuck else here too, they want to act like another person, that sort of thing, and then be dipping and dodging and doing all this other shit. So I think that's part of it. Okay, his ancestors that love protect me. Is that part of it here? And with the justice card here too, using his job as an excuse. Justice would go towards the law or things that are used to balance stuff out. But still, okay, his ancestors that love protect me. Is that one thing that the spread is saying? Positive for yes, negative for no. Knight of Swords. Is Knight of Swords giving me a yes? Positive for yes, negative for no. Yes, yeah. So like, something that allows him to be impulsive or pulls him back into certain behaviors here, another cycle. So part of it is like he got back around his people, back around like the core, not the core, the army or whatever the fuck else here too. So this is something that's just kind of like acting like a nigga, acting new. That's part of it. The other thing here is this too is, let's see here. Tell me about Six of Wands, 2, 3, 5 of Swords. This is just more so of like I found either like I found success elsewhere or I feel new over here. I'm getting all this attention or praise, something surrounding that. So now I'm going to ignore you. Now I'm going to do this stuff to your face. But this isn't telling me why. Again, why is this man ignoring her? To make guys ancestors out look at me. Why is this man ignoring her? 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles. So I mean, part of it, like I said, like has to deal with work. And then the Fool and the Hermit. This is having fun. This is being very aloof, being evasive. And then the Hermit is hiding away. The Hangman and the Knight of Cups. I don't understand his issue, but divorce is going to be my answer to this behavior. I don't blame you. Because at that point, that's just like willful negligence on his part. It's like, hey, you have a wife, and you're gone, and she's not going to be able to see you for however long he's supposed to be gone for. You should definitely, keep up and communicate with her. That's that type of thing. Like, hey, you are obligated to this person. Like she cares about your feelings, vice versa. You should talk, right? Tell me about the Fool, 2, 3. Ace of Spirit, tell me guys, ancestors out, love protect me. With the Fool, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit card, are you guys telling me that this man is cheating? Positive prayer for yes. Negative prayer for no. 2 of Pentacles. Are you guys saying yes and something else? Positive prayer for yes, negative prayer for no. Yes. So okay, so part of it is infidelity, unfortunately. And then they're saying like something else here too. What is the other reason? Curse out, please. 2, 3. Ace of Cups, so that's something new. 5 of Cups is here. 7 of Cups. That's also like, it feels like, and I think that's what the spread was going towards, like finding something new after loss, after disappointment, and maybe being in his head about how to break it towards you. So it's like, I found something that I really like. I found my calling, or I found what really fulfills me, and I don't know how to break it off. Is that what that's saying? My guys, ancestors, that look for me. Is that what that's saying? Public yes, they can hard to know. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Like, found something that would give him a lot of money or a lot of stability in some way. And with the 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands, like facing trouble about like how to really end it. Like, yeah, how to put a cap on it. Yeah, like what to do and how to really relay it. So unfortunately, here's the 3 reasons that I'm seeing, or 4. Part of it has to do with work. The other part of it is that like he's around his unit, his squad, so he's acting the way that he usually does. The other thing here is too is that there is a high probability that this man is cheating or he's not doing what he should be doing as a husband, and then I guess like finding something that he feels fulfilled in or feels successful in, but is unsure about how to break the news to you. Here's what I will say. So the UCMJ is real, and people can get in trouble if a military member is married. Infidelity is illegal, believe it or not, and they can get in trouble. They can face losing rank. As far as a court-martial is concerned, I don't think nothing like that, but it depends. So I would say gather up some evidence or whatever the hell else here too to see if he is. And if he is here, then go to his commander. If you don't know who his commander is, don't worry. I would say figure out what base he's usually supposed to report to. And then I would say call that particular base and ask for the commander there and say like, oh, well, this is happening and I need to report it. But yeah, what's his next actions towards me? All right, let's see. All right, to my guys, ancestors that love protect me, especially to Michael cards top, please. What is Jabari's next actions towards Anila? What are they? Stop, please. 2, 3. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Moon. Excuse me, tell me about the Moon. 2, 3. The Emperor. Here's what this is saying. I think it's saying that he's going to try and work things out with you. Try to make things happy or whole again, because with the Moon and the Emperor, he knows that he's acting like an ass, like being very suspicious in his behavior, being kind of controlling here. I don't know if, here's the whole thing with this top row, the entire spread. So mind you, the High Priestess can talk about your intuition and can talk about secrets, and then 2 of Cups is here too. I don't know if he tries to fix things out of guilt or out of anxiety. More so out of anxiety, I think. Let's see here to my guys, ancestors out of love. Is this spread also saying that he tries to fix things with her out of anxiety? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Page of Swords. Is it out of guilt? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. No. Tell me about High Priestess. 2, 3. Because it feels like something, some sort of worry. 5 of Cups. Tell me about 2 of Cups. 2, 3. Wait a minute. The Tower. Oh, I see. His ancestors, I love her. Does he try to fix things out of concern, that knowing that things are going to blow up? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Yes. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, yeah, extending an olive branch. So basically it's like this. His next actions at some point may be to, again, like work things out with you to make things whole, because he knows shit's going to blow up. So whether that's you threatening divorce, or that other particular situation that he might have going on, kind of like somehow, I don't know, like causing some sort of instability or guilt within him. That's what happens, and him knowing like, okay, my behaviors have been suspicious. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rushing to make peace. Yeah, Judgment. Because he may kind of like clock that either you know or you're suspecting him. Tell me about Judgment. 2, 3. Yeah, Queen of Cups. I don't know if you're a water sign or somebody else is a water sign. Tell me about Queen of Cups. 2, 3. 3 of Cups here. If you question him about other people, 3 Cups is a third party. So ultimately, this man tries to, again, fix stuff because either he feels, again, because he feels like, oh, you know, shit's gonna fall apart here. And again, that could be either from you, like if you threaten divorce, or if that other situation gets out of control. Let me see here. Okay, guys, ancestors, I love it. Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Does he try to fix things because Anila threatens him? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Is it because he feels that other situation is gonna unleash itself? Positive curve, yes. I'm not taking that. Again, is it because he feels like the other situation could unleash itself? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Yeah, Page of Cups. Something that might be a bit emotional, volatile. Like, yeah, 3 of Wands, the Star. So I don't know if he feels like things could come out, especially like publicly, because the Star can talk about publicity, and Page of Swords is the internet. Wait, this is telling me that he feels something could come out publicly. Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Again, is that what it's saying? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Here, yeah, 6 of Cups. Something that's been going on. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Something that's very clear to see. So that's what I see here. So yeah. Because like that's, to me, that would be suspicious as well too. You're ignoring me, and then your social media following's going up here too. So you clearly see that I'm trying to talk to you. So yeah. So yeah. Namaste. H hit me up last night saying, babe, if you don't know how to communicate, just say that. We're too grown for mind games. And I told him I wasn't trying to play mind games, just protecting myself. But being honest on trusting, but being hesitant on trusting you isn't a game. I should have communicated that sooner. I mean, tomato. Yeah, what do you mean? What I mean is this. He's saying that, and then you're saying, like, I should have communicated that sooner. Basically, I'm just like, oh, well. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, oh, well. Because, I mean, after he did that other thing, like that lie, to me, nothing else would have mattered after that. In the sense of, like, well, he lied. And at that point, this he wants to be like, if you, can't communicate, you need to just say that, bitch, you fucking lied to me, and you lied unnecessarily, and then you were out there doing shit with my coworker or with somebody that you knew that I knew. What the fuck is your motherfucking problem? Right? And then you always talk about you can't communicate clearly, bitch. You can't fucking be the right person. Don't talk to me about what the fuck I do. You was all right until you did that raggedy ass shit. Ugh. Do you see? If I run him over with my car, then I'm the bad guy. Don't take that as an idea. But yeah. What are his plans with me now? Let's see here. I don't have time for these stupid games. Divorce papers will be served. Amen. I don't blame you. I do not blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit. I don't. There are better niggas out there. Do remember that. Alright, guys, ancestors. I looked at me. So for Namaste. What are H's plans with Namaste now? What are his plans with her currently? What are his plans with her now? So please 2, 3. Wands, Ace of Cups, Hangman, Ace of Wands, and 10 of Wands here. This is like what I saw the other night. It feels like he tries to start something new elsewhere because he feels stagnancy. Like he feels like it's like wanting this, feeling passionate about you, but feeling like this is like things are like unnecessarily, hard or whatever else here too. Even though like he's making them hard, like with everything considered, it's like all this other shit that he got going on in the fucking background. But God forbid if you miss one text, right? Now you the bad guy. Yeah, Knight of Swords, him chasing after other stuff, Page of Swords. Again, like I saw, it's repeating what it did last night. He's gonna hit the pause button on this. Yeah, the Sun, 10 of Swords. Because maybe he feels like either this could end painfully, or he may feel like this could hurt. Or, let's see, why is 10 of Swords here? 2, 3. The Lover. Oh. So my guys' ancestors are what telling me with the Sun and 10 of Swords and the Lovers. Is this saying that it's going to be revealed that he's going to get with somebody and that could hurt Namaste? Father Perfect, yes. Negative Perfect, no. Yeah. So something could be revealed here to where like he gets with a person and that really hurts you. Nothing that's revealed about you. It's just more so like exposed, like maybe somebody that he's been messing with or whatnot, and it kind of just like makes you upset. Yeah, High Priestess, a secret. Yeah, Justice, Knight of, but more so like this is for your good in the sense of is it's fair and it's just that you know like what he's been doing, what he's been carrying on with, that sort of thing. So is he done with me? I'll ask. Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Okay, ancestors at level technical. Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Does this mean that Huz is done with her? The H is done with her? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. King of Wands. Is King of Wands giving me a yes or no? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. I guess so. Page of Cups is a yes here. Yeah. Let's see. Is it something? Is it that he pops out with Mulaney? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. No. Five of Cups is a no. Wait a minute. I remember you telling me that he's married. Wait, this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remember how I told you, like, with whatever the hell he told you in terms of like his wife? I'm like, for all we know, that could be a lie. Because motherfuckers, they be lying about unnecessary shit. His wife isn't here that you know of. I'm starting to think, because here's the whole thing. The Lovers just talk about a pair, and then Ten of Pentacles talks about, this talks about long-term family ties, a long-term relationship, which would be marriage in some cases. And then not to mention, after I had pulled these cards off the bottom, the Hierophant was there, which can talk about marriage. Let me see here. To my guys, ancestors that love protect me. Whatever this secret is, or whatever it is that he kind of like pops out with that hurts. It doesn't have to deal with his wife. Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. The Hierophant. I just talked about this. This is a yes. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. The Devil. Three of Pentacles. Something that he's been holding back, like an attachment. Something maybe to do with his wife. Is it his ex, Matea? All right, does this have to do with his ex, Matea? My guys, ancestors, I love it. Does this have to do with his ex, Matea? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. That too. But let me see something. So when it comes to his wife, what is it? Well, I'm going to ask, do both of these things that could hurt her, does it have to do with both Matea and his wife? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Eight of Cups, no. Does it just have to do with his wife? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Seven of Pentacles, does it have to do with Matea? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Let me just see what it is. Because I got a straight up no when I asked about Laney. Like, Five of Cups is like a no. To my guys, ancestors, protect me. Cards at the top, please. Cards at the top, please. So what is it that that H could pop out with that is kind of hurtful? Top, please. 2, 3. Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles. The Tower. Ace of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups talks about a want. Page of Pentacles is some sort of opportunity, and this is a big opportunity here too. The Tower, something that kind of happens kind of fast. I don't know if he marries another person or whatever the fuck else here too. Let's see. Could you pull messages to see if it comes out? It may or may not come out in those. I mean, I'll try to see if it does. I'm letting you know right now that it may not. But let's see. Let me see here. Cards at the bottom, please. Cards at the bottom. What is it that could pop out that might hurt? What is it that H pops out about that might hurt, honestly? So please, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm hiding something from you. You give me butterflies. I've mentioned other people to you. I'm sorry, I mentioned you to other people. And then I think you deserve better than me. Here's what this is making me think. So I'm hiding from something from you, of course, like something that's hidden. And then you give me butterflies. That's anxiety. And I've mentioned you to other people. So what it could be is either he's been talking mad shit about you. And mind you, I'm not intuitively sensing anything. I'm just like using common sense. Either he's talking, shit about you, or talking about you as in like, okay, you're like either one of many or you're just a side. And then I think you deserve better than me. That's more so like, I think you should go away because of this other situation. So let's see here. I'm going to solely focus on this card to see what it is. Okay. Comes to what I'm trying to investigate. What's with I'm hiding something from you? What is it? What is it? Exactly 2, 3. What is it? Exactly 2, 3. 9 of Wands. So this talks about anxiety, feeling burned out, exhausted, damsel in distress sort of energy. 9 of Wands, that's dealing with something. The Devil, so something that's very toxic and attachment here, a wave being. Knight of Wands. These two together will talk about cheating. Wait a minute. 3 of Wands is, let's see here. This talks about being at a distance, waiting for your ships to come in, travel, or seeing the bigger picture. And then Knight of Cups. So this is being romantic. This is sending out gestures here, being a knight in shining armor, that sort of thing. I'm not going to guess. 9 of Swords, and I did say something about anxiety. 9 of Swords is anxiety. Either this is something that causes you a lot of anxiety or something that causes him anxiety here. So tell me about the Devil. Spirit, please tell me about the Devil. 2, 3. 8 of Swords. So that's feeling like either like this is either being like very obsessed about something or feeling trapped by something. And then Knight of Wands. 10 out 3 Wands. 2, 3. This is also something that could just like really definitely have you in your head. 3 of Wands, the Tower. So the Tower, of course, will talk about shit that hits the fan. Give me a second. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking multiple things, none of which is my intuition. It's just like stuff that would kind of like make sense. Either somebody that's getting multiple people pregnant, trying to marry multiple people, or him being like a really bad person and you not knowing anything about it. And that would make sense here because the Devil will talk about engaging in behaviors that just are not good. And then 8 of Swords is here, and again, like being a bad person. This will talk about incarceration. Knight of Wands is doing stuff, like having knee-jerk reactions, doing shit without thinking here. Tell me about the Tower. 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles. This talks about work. Here's what this could be. This is going places. This combo, 3 of Wands, the Tower, and 8 of Pentacles. It's like, oh, I'm going here for this particular reason, and that's a lie. Is that what 3 of Wands? Is that what 3 of Wands combo is saying? Positive for yes, negative for no. Yes, the Sun. Yeah, 7 of Cups here, pulling a ruse, an illusion here. So part of it has to deal with like him saying like, oh, I'm going to this place for work or for family, and it has nothing to do with that. So Knight of Wands, 2, 3. 7 of Pentacles is investing in something. This is something that's very purposeful, like on purpose. The best way I could put this energy out here, again, this is something that of course he's consciously doing. I would say this is going to have fun, this is having sex, whatever. 7 of Pentacles is investing. It's like you think that he's going over to a certain person or a certain place to have fun, to do his own thing here, when in reality it's to really like invest, to pour into something here. Why is Nine of Cups here? 2, 3, Nine of Pentacles. I'm coming, my intuition isn't hitting on anything. I'm coming up on blinks. Let's see here. What's the best way I can get this out? Hmm. One thing it could also just be, it's like somebody that's maybe like in an actual relationship and they haven't been sharing that, of course, which would explain the message and stuff like that here too. Here's what I do. I've never used this deck before, but I'm going to. The Sea. My guys, ancestors, I love protect me. In plain English, please tell me, what is this spread saying that he's doing? What is it that he does, that he pops out with, that could have her in her head and hurt? So please, 2, 3. Cat. That's being very facetious, being very sly. And here's one thing that my mom always says about cats. You can hear them having sex, but you never see a cat have sex. Animal. Celebration. And combination here. Okay, let's go towards it. Honestly, I think it's just like him slanging dick all over the fucking place here. And just being manipulative. So, cat. I like the dark, it's friendly. Upright, embrace your hunting instinct. Focus on the world outside. No one can help being who they are. Self-awareness is important, but using it to repress our true feelings can only lead to misery. Fellow travelers may... Okay, I mean, so this goes towards who he's always been. That's what that's saying. I know you're just like, girl, get to the point, and I'm trying. Fuck it. I just need a table of fucking contents. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. How come all these other nights he wanted something serious? Now I'm the side. Well, that's not even what it might intuitively be. He's probably fucked hella bitches in Vegas for sure. He's single. That's why I didn't scroll this up. Hi, Katie. Yes, you can, and as he should. No, here's what I'm saying. I'm speculating. I'm like, it could be that, in the sense of like maybe, because again, like I'm thinking like in terms of what would hurt. So I wouldn't necessarily say that like you're the side. It's just like that's one of many things that it could definitely be here. As to what he's doing, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where the fuck is these damn cards? Shit. But this has to deal with, you know, what if, here's what it just really could be. It could really just be here that like, and this is stuff that I've seen before here too. He does have actual feelings, but the thing is, this is somebody here that wants to do whatever they want to do. And I think what it could just be is just like you seeing that like he was never going to stop per se, or stop being himself. And that he just does the shit that you feared him doing because like he's always been doing it. I said for 2 more because I'm curious about shit. Understandable. Why can't I find these motherfucking cards? Animal, Ringu. Is it just not in here? I've been flipping through pages for it seems like minutes and minutes and minutes. Why are none of this? Ow, 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 ow. My head. Sorry. Oh. Celebration is carry. Practice self-care. Avoid overextending yourself. Push beyond our limits. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna just ask. In plain English, what is this saying? What is this entire express saying? Okay, so ancestors, I love me. What is this entire express saying? 2, 3. The Emperor, that's him. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. I see here. And then the Magician. Is it just more so like seeing that this motherfucker just never stopped his behaviors? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Yeah, 10 of Cups. That's basically that. I think what it is just seeing stuff like, oh, you've never really been a good person. You've never really been stable. You never tried to. Also, did anybody? And I'm gonna say, go ahead and put down your other questions. Making sure that that's on Friday. Okay. I mean, whatever. After what I told him last night, what are his true feelings for me now? Okay, give me a second. I think I just read the thing wrong. Like, please, I'm just like, why can't I find it? All right, give me a second. Oof. Let's see here. Let me use this. All right. Here's the ancestors out of the soul for okay, after what she told H last night, what are his true feelings for her now? What are H's true feelings for Namaste now after what she told him last night? Stop, please. 2, 3. And that's probably the other reason why he's probably doing this. And it makes sense. So when it comes to a guy like him, somebody that's manipulative or does whatever, they don't really like it when you go against the grain or go off script. But it's just the whole thing of like you being a normal, healthy person with actual emotions and being in your right fucking mind. Because you're just like, you want this, but like you're doing all of this. I'm confused, you're confused. You have here the Emperor, 6 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 6 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles is here. So here's what I'm seeing right now. How does he feel about you? Or what are his true feelings for you now? He feels hurt. And with the Emperor and the 6 of Cups, this is somebody that's kind of like unamused and unimpressed, because this is somebody that, I don't know, they felt like, so I'm sorry, my energy is going off. Oh, it's almost like he feels like, look, well, you already know how this is. Like maybe he expected you to kind of like go along with the program or understand that he's the reason why, not that he's the reason why, the fuck, like the reasons why he is the way that he is, and he kind of wants to like move away from things. Come on, Queen of Cups, 2, 3. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, because like maybe he thought that like you understood him, that you got him, and I'm pretty sure you do, but that doesn't mean you got to put up with shit. And it makes him kind of just like want to invest in other people that he may feel are kind of like more quote unquote emotionally open, when in reality people that are just dumb, right? Tell me more about like what his true feelings are for her now after what she told him last night. Stop, please. 2, 3. Tell me more. 4 of Swords. He's very reflective, the Magician and King of Cups. Believe it or not, like he's reflective and maybe feeling a little bit of disappointment, because he knows that like you're somebody that's like very grounded and mature. And deep down, it's like he knows how he's been. But again, there's this whole thing of like, well, I thought you got me. I thought you understood, right? You got the Lovers, 5 of Cups, Ace of Wands. To my Five of Cups, 2, 3. 10 of Wands. To my Ace of Wands here, 2, 3. 7 of Cups. Again, it's almost like this whole thing of like, I thought you got it. Why don't you get it? Like, again, like, okay, like, this is why I have multiple things around me, or this is why I do what I do. So what are his true feelings for you now? He feels hurt, and he wants to kind of just like, again, like, put a kind of like, you know, pause the connection and go towards who he feels like would be more emotionally receptive. But at the end, at the same time too, he might feel some disappointment, maybe shame, but like definitely like disappointment, because he knows that like, hey, you're a good person, you're nurturing, and he knows deep down how he's actually been and how he's acted, right? For the Lovers, 2, 3. Yeah, the Sun. That's somebody that's happy here. So it's almost like kind of like feeling overwhelmed, like, I thought you got me, or I feel sad that you're not accepting this. But nobody in their right mind is going to. This is probably one of those people that's just like, you know, I feel deeply about you, and I know you feel deeply about me, so why don't you just wait? Why don't you just let me go through this phase? Let me ask to my guys' ancestors that love attack me. Is that what's that? Is that what this actually is too? Positive prayer for yes, negative prayer for no. Yeah, the Fool. Somebody that's just being stupid. What do you mean, got me? Like, understood him. That sort of thing here. And the Fool is my yes card too when I asked to, like, when, what was it? Because it's like that type of thing where he's actually like, you know, I feel something deep about you. I know you feel deeply about me. So I thought that, you know, you would understand this phase or let me go through it. Fucking dumb. Like, as a person, that too. As a person, his habits, who he is. Because again, like, he's somebody that's got money, and of course, so, and you know, young, so he's probably thinking like, do understand me, like, hey, this comes with the territory type of thing, or like, yeah, I'm gonna have women around me, or I'm gonna be doing this, but understand, like, hey, this is me. I thought you understood that. Like, motherfucker. And again, when I asked if it was also the whole thing of like, hey, we feel for each other, I thought that you understood that this is just a phase, that sort of shit. Like, I thought you'd wait. The Fool card comes out as a yes. Yeah, and Page of Pentacles, somebody that's in over their head. So yeah. But yep. But what's your last one? Oh yeah. All right. Messages from him, please. All right. Things I need to know that I don't. Okay. messages from H to Namaste, messages from H to Namaste, since in the sense of things that she needs to know, but does not know. Again, messages from H to Namaste in terms of things that she doesn't know but needs to know. Cards at the bottom, please. 2, 3. All right. Did you put a spell on me? Okay. I feel you didn't give me a fair chance. You gave this motherfucker plenty of fucking chances. And the quotations, no one will ever understand or love you the way I did. So this is in quotations. So basically, again, with those, that's meant to like gaslight you or to, you know, make you feel bad, guilt trip you. I realize I lost a good thing. So something that he may never admit. It feels like your life is doing way better than mine. Okay. I want closure. That's more so like him wanting to know the real reason as to why you don't trust him or why things haven't gone the way that he wanted them to go. I need to stop focusing on you and start focusing on me. This person is not the right person for you, so this is more so of a message for you. And that's like very evident. Like he has way too much going on, and then he's acting like a fucking ass on top of that, and then acting as if like he's trying to do stuff right. And then here, meeting you was a mistake. So which ones do you want me to clarify? Oof. I don't like any of these. Can I donate and just ask a different question? I'll give you a freebie. Well, basically, we could just turn this one into a question because it's just cards. So just go ahead and ask it. What's going to happen between us in the future? Okay, let's see. All right. Make ancestors outlook, especially telling me about local cards on the top, please. For Namaste. What's going to happen between her and H in the future? What's going to happen between her and H in the future? 2, 3. Excuse me. Let's see, the Lovers, the Tower, 6 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and 4 of Swords. Here's what I think happens. This talks about like there's some sort of revelation about this person, and you're left with a choice about whether or not to really like put this to rest. Tell me about 6 of Wands. Stop. Tell me about 6 of Wands. 2, 3. Three of Cups. Almost like a revelation about who this person is, like socially or behind closed doors, maybe. And again, it's like you have a choice about whether or not to, like, again, like put this to rest with this person. There's two cards here about a choice. Like the Lovers is a choice, believe it or not, and then Two of Pentacles is weighing something out, or the difference between two different things, right? Let me see here. Guys, ancestors, is that what this is spread is saying? Yes, no, so far, 2, 3. Yeah, the Temperance card. Yeah, the High Priestess. Stuff that's not known eventually spills out here. Tell me more. Stop, please. 2, 3. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. The Empress. Death. Give me a second here. Tell me about the Empress. 2, 3. Nine of Cups. They're asking you to, like, you know, be very fair and give more to yourself. And really think about what it is that you truly want. And think about your own personal wish fulfillment. Because with the Death card, not saying that, you know, going with him leads to, like, you know, actual death or whatnot. But death talks about endings and transformations to things here. And this is just more so like we want you to, like, really, you know, think about things before proceeding with this person. Tell me about death. 2, 3. Yeah, the Hangman. Because here's what it is here too, right? Death would talk about, again, like not only endings but changes, but then the Hangman is stagnation. But this is somebody that appears to be chilling, right? It's almost like there's this illusion that maybe getting with this person or things around this person proceed, like they elevate, when in reality things are kind of like stagnant or really the same with them. So there's no actual growth. Now, I mean, there could be like growth surface level wise, like, okay, this person gets more money, this person gets a bigger house, they get a better car, whatever the fuck else here too. But that's just like tangible things. But within themselves and their habits and whatnot, nothing changes, right? Tell me more. Stop, please. 2, 3. Yeah, the Hermit, the Moon, and King of Wands. And not to mention, he doesn't necessarily change either. It's like out front, he appears to be very confident and in his power, but with the Hermit and the Moon, like, he does things on the low. He's secretive. He hides stuff. Tell me about the Hermit. 2, 3. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. There's stuff that you don't know that's kept hidden, or that he keeps to himself here. So what are they saying? Like, what happens in the future? What happens in the future is that, again, there's a revelation about him, that sort of thing. And you're left with a choice about whether or not you want to stay. How come he wanted a relationship with me now and he doesn't? Well, energy does change, and, you know, you guys did have that talk, that sort of thing here. And there's been other stuff that's happened, like, hey, you said, like, you kind of like ghosted him, or you didn't answer him when he asked, like, oh, hey, you want to, like, do this outing, like some sort of outing that you told me about. Things change. Now, he could still want something, but from what I was seeing as of recent, like last night, he's kind of tired of the back and forth or whatnot. So there's that. So it's more so like, before that, maybe a couple of days ago when I saw it, like, yes, but now he probably has reached his peak. I mean, I could still see if he wants something, but still. Let's see here. Guys, ancestors, I will protect me. Positive perfect, yes, maybe perfect. No. Does H still want a relationship with her? 2, 3. Does he still want a relationship with her currently? Positive perfect, yes, negative perfect, no. Eight of Swords, this is no. He feels like either you're two in your head, or he's two in his head, or things get wrapped up. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Feels like things are happening too slow. But that's something to consider too, like, as of recent events and stuff, in his mind, to him, he's kind of getting tired of stuff. So, hey. I don't trust no man right now. He's done for good. Let me ask. I'm not gonna lie, when you say he's done for good, what immediately came to mind was like he's wicked for good. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Let's see. My guys' ancestors that looked at me. Is H for the time being done for good? Positive for yes, negative for no. Seven of Cups. This is somebody that's probably like still thinking about it. So in other words, like they may not have decided. Yeah, Two of Cups, Five of Cups, that King of Swords. It's like feeling disappointed about the dynamic, but with the King of Swords here, it feels like something that's either like choosing not to think about it or they're still in their head. So basically no, he hasn't decided yet. That sort of thing. Damn, yeah. But that's what I get. All right. Thanks, girl. You're welcome. And I'm gonna get out. Get off of here. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you everybody that came on tonight. Everyone have a good night. Peace.